So, Kurt, you're held off TV before your big return at Bound for Glory, where you defeated Eric Young. What was it like being back out there in front of the fans again after all this time off with the neck issues?
It was great, man. And Bound for Glory is the biggest pay-per-view of the year for TNA. And I was really happy I was able to come back and be at that pay-per-view. And wrestling Eric Young, he is another upcoming star that I knew that would shine really well. And we ended up having a pretty damn good match. I think what happened in the match, though, well, from what I recall, is he gave me a brain buster at the beginning, which was a little I guess they wanted me to work from underneath the whole match.
Yeah.
They wanted Eric to have the advantage. And I'm not so sure that was a good story. I think it could have been better.
I'm gonna go through the recap with you, but unfortunately, there's a little bit of an issue even before you get into the ring, and that is, I guess, Christy Hemme had her wires crossed, and she announced that the match was no DQ, and you come out and tell everyone you talked to Dixie Carter, and it's going to be a no DQ match. This is TNA. What are we doing?
I look like an idiot because I didn't hear Christy say it. I was backstage. And she said, and I came out, and I'm like, well, it's going to be a no DQ match tonight. And everybody's like, Christy already told us that.
No.
So it was pretty weird, man.
Well, here, I'm going to go through the recap from the torch with you. And it says, Kurt Angle beats Eric Young 13 minutes, 6 seconds. Angle gets a huge reaction. Like the people see him as a legit star compared to everyone else. Maybe that goes back to why you were being paid $1 million and some of these guys weren't making. They were chanting his name. So Christy Hemme announced this was a no DQ match. Then Angle grabs the mic and said that he had just talked to Dixie Carter backstage and we're not going to have a wrestling match. We're going to have a no DQ match. They probably should have alerted Hemme not to spoil his promo. They won a few minutes and Young hits a pile driver. That was the move.
Yeah.
Angle sold it like he was injured. A doctor and EMTs and Pat Kenny all came out. The doctor then stopped the match and ruled Angle unable to continue, but the bell had never rung. They were carrying Angle backstage and he was holding his neck. Then Eric Young attacks Kenny, gave a low blow to the doctor and threw him into the ring steps. He decked Brian Stifler, who was helping Angle, to the back. He attacked Angle. Angle told him the match was over. He didn't care. He went after Angle's neck. Young hits Angle with a chair shot to the head. That sounds like it feels good. He held back enough that it wasn't a super hard shot, but he sets up a pile driver on the floor. Angle powered out and used a German suplex on the floor. Angle started making a comeback with 3 German suplexes and an Olympic slam, but Eric Young kicks out. Young comes back and throws Angle into the post twice and used the elbow off the top. Angle pulled Young to the center and he tapped out. So Angle won the match and then was stopped, and he lost 9 minutes earlier. The match told a story, but the doctor stopping it and the bell not ringing part was really stupid. The lack of crowd reaction also hurt it. Also, the live crowd had no idea what was going on with the injury angle part of this match, since they couldn't hear that the match had been stopped. So the whole idea of what they were doing live just didn't get over. They still gave it 3 stars because this story had been better off served without the gimmick of you getting hurt.
Yeah. You know what? Especially the doctor coming down saying this match is over.
What in the hell?
I mean, you could come down and check and say he's still able to go. I mean, that would have been better. But for him to say the match was over, I mean, the fans just totally, they were not interested after that. It just really messed everything up.
Just reading the recap made my head hurt.